If you've ever dreamt of learning how to do braid, then this is your chance.
Welcome to today's video. This is part 1 of the series that I will be starting called Learn Braiding Skills 101. To start braiding, there are some key tools you need at hand. First of all, you need a wide tooth comb. It might be this type or any other wide tooth comb you can lay your hands on. This will help you to comb through the client's hair without necessarily pulling too hard. Secondly, you need a rat tail comb, a comb like this. Now, this is what is going to help you to section and part the hair. You also need this. This will help to keep your sections neat. Now, if you don't have this, you can go ahead and get rubber bands or crunches like this one to help you keep your parts clean. Another thing you need is a braiding gel. You can use any braiding gel of your choice. Any braiding gel you can lay your hands on, or an edge control. That will help to keep your lines very, very neat. And the most important thing you need is the hair. Now, if you don't have someone that you can work on, you want to go ahead and get a mannequin head. This mannequin head, you can start with any type. This is human hair, but you can start with a synthetic hair that you can get from any wholesale or retail platform, or even from your local beauty supply store. You can get a mannequin head, and if it's synthetic, they are very, very affordable. You want to start up on a clean hair. So today I'm showing you how to start doing a cornrow. Because the basics of braiding, you need to know how to do a cornrow. So we'll go ahead and section where we want to do our cornrow. I'll be starting on this side so you see clearly what I'll be doing. So you want to go ahead and make your section. You're using the tail of the comb to make your first section. So this is our section. You want to go ahead and make sure that you clean your lines. So this is a mannequin head. The lines might not be as neat as when you're working on a client's hair. When you get your lines clean, this is where you want to go ahead and apply your gel or your edge control. You want to grab a little amount of the edge control, and you're going to apply that on the line that you made. After you do that, you want to make sure that you make this line as neat as possible, because when your lines are neat, your work, it looks professionally done. You can see how the gel is helping to keep the hair apart. So when you are using the comb, you don't want to do this. You want to place the comb flat like this on your client's cap. So you want to place it flat like this, then just try slicking it through, and it's going to pick up the little hair that is on your way. I think this is as neat as I can get it. You can see we have like a C. Now you want to use the clips to hold down the hair so it doesn't get into your way while you're working. So one tip I'm going to share with you guys is that when you are doing straight back, the amount of hair, the quantity of hair you're taking from the front is not going to be the same as the quantity of hair you're taking at the back. Because if you do that, all your braids are not going to fit at the back of the neck. So what you want to do is you take a quantity, and as you're going towards the nape area, you want to reduce the quantity. To start doing a cornrow, first of all, you want to take a piece of hair at the front, like this much. When you do that, you want to section this piece into 3 legs. Now we have 3 legs. Let me see. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Depending on from where you're braiding, you want to take your fingers and grab A. So you're grabbing A to this hand, then taking B to where A was. After you do that, you want to use this finger to press down. Use this finger to press down so it doesn't move. Now we are left with C. You're taking C to where A was, then A is coming down to where C is. So you have your first cross like this. Now this finger is helping you to press down. When you press down, your braids are going to be tight without necessarily putting tension on the client's hair. So you want to use this finger to hold it down. We'll repeat the process. You're going to wrap this. This finger will press down. Then you grab this. Now this is where the trick is. We want to start adding hair as we go back. You can pull this, you can grab this 2 or 3 times. I have it 2 times. If you're not comfortable enough, you can grab it 3 times so it makes it tight. Now we are going to grab a little piece of hair from here, and we are going to add it on the hand that is holding the 2 legs. Now you want to grab this, you pin here and grab this. And grab like that. I'm going to redo the process again. You grab your piece of hair and add. You press and grab. You press and grab. You take a piece of hair and add. You press and grab. You press and grab. You pick a piece of hair. So you can see that the fingers you're using are these 3 fingers. This is helping you to press down so it doesn't move, while this is grabbing, and the thumb is just there to help this finger to hold it together. You grab, you add a piece of hair, so I'm actually putting my finger in between the area where I'm going to wrap the hair I added, so it holds it down and keep it tight. Now when you get to the end, you still have your 3 legs, like left into the middle, middle to the left, right into the middle, middle to the right, left into the middle, middle to the left, right into the middle, middle to the right. That's how you end your cornrow. So I'm going to repeat the process. This is what it's looking like. First, you want to comb, use your wire to comb and make sure that you detangle the hair. So after doing that, you want to make your section. Now, this is a trick I do to get my braid the same size. I use the tail of the comb to measure the first braid. Make the section. Then these smaller clips really helps to hold the hair in place. So before braiding, always make sure you detangle. Always make sure you detangle. It will make the work easy for you. So you want to take your first section. This section you're going to divide it. Make it as equal as you can, as possible. You want to divide it into left, right, and middle. So you're grabbing with these two. Then this finger, you're using it to secure the braid. Now, depending on the side that you're braiding, you want to take the left one and bring it over to the right, then the middle to the left. Now you're taking your finger to press in between this cross that you have here, so it stay in place while you're crossing to the left one, the right one onto the left. This finger will help to make it tight without you putting tension on your client's hair. You want to grab the crossing here, place your finger and take the left to the right, then the middle will go to the left. Now you want to cross and hold. You're taking the right to the left, while the middle goes to the right. Then they cross and hold. You can do it 2 or 3 times. Now I did 3 times, so you see how secure you get your first stage. Now you want to grab a piece of hair. This is a cornrow, not a stitch braid, but it's the same technique. So you want to grab a little piece of hair. You want to grab the piece of hair. Now you're grabbing the piece of hair and adding it with the right onto the left. So we had to send the right. We pass the right over to the left. We grab a piece of hair, add it on the right, on the left. Then the middle goes to the right. Then our finger hold down so it doesn't move. Then we are taking the left goes to the right. You can add your piece of hair. To the right. Now the middle goes to the left goes to the right. So it's middle goes to the left, middle goes to the right. Now middle goes to the right, you secure it, while middle goes to the left. And as middle is going to the left is going to the right, and the middle will become the new left. Then middle is going to the right is going to the left, and the middle will become the new right. Then if you see my finger is always here, this will help to, you can let go, and your braids are not going to, it's not going to loosen up. So you want to add the hair. If you practice and know how to do this, then stitch braid will be very easy for you. You are adding, then this is the middle is going to go to the left. Why is going to the left? You are securing it, and the left is going to the right. Then the middle becomes the new left, and the left becomes the new middle. Then the middle is going to the right, then you secure with this finger. Now you want to grab a piece of hair, and you're adding that. When you add the middle, like you always let loose the middle, so the middle is going to the right, and the right becomes the new middle. The middle goes to the left, and the left becomes the new middle. This is the left, it becomes the new middle. Now you're using your fingers to hold it right, so it doesn't move. Then you secure it before you add your piece of hair. Now the piece of hair you're adding it on the right, that goes to the middle. You're adding it on this, which was the right. It goes to the middle, you add your hair, then the middle goes to the right, you secure it, you take the left, you pass it to the middle, then the middle becomes the new left, then you're securing it with your finger, then the right goes to the middle, you add as you go. Now this is just the process you follow. It's the same thing. If you get the first stitch right, you can definitely get the entire cornrow. And for start, if it's not that tight, don't worry. If it's your very first time and it's not tight, don't be discouraged, don't be frustrated. It's supposed to be like that for your first time. But I'm trying to make you know, to teach you how to get it tight, is by placing this finger here before you grab. When you place and you grab, this is going to help to secure it so it doesn't loosen up before you grab the left or the right, depending on the side you're grabbing. So one of the most important tip you need to know and it's the obvious one about braiding or about anything, is you need to be consistent. You need to practice. If you do not practice, you're not going to be good at it. You're not going to be good at it. So when you get here, it's just the same process, but you are not adding hair. So now the middle goes to the right and right middle, middle to the left, left middle, middle to the right, right middle, middle to the left, left middle, middle to the right, right middle, middle to the left, middle to the right, middle to the left, middle to the right, middle to the left. Now you can see we start from here and we end it here. So if I'm to braid the entire head, you will see that my braids are going to fall at the back, at the neck. I'm not going to have them crossing over each other. It's going to fall, they are going to fall all at the back, like so. So that was it for the first part of this series. Now you want to make sure that you're subscribed if braiding is something you're interested in learning. You want to go ahead and hit that red subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. So anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Like, you want to make sure you're subscribed if you are interested in learning how to braid, because you don't want to miss out on any detail of this series.